What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry that I haven't made a video in quite a while. There has been construction going on at my house. We are in the process of getting solar panels installed and up and running. Right now, the panels are installed and we just are waiting on inspections. So we are hoping to get those wrapped up as soon as we can to make use of all that winter sunshine that is coming our way. Before the panels were installed, we had to get our electrical panel upgraded. So the panel, which is sitting right across the way from this, we had to clear out everything around it so that the electricians could come in and do their work. So that was going on. After that, we had to have some stuff done in the attic and on the roof. And so just a lot of moving around. The house is still kind of getting together, but we're currently working through it and finally got this space nailed down more or less. Still a bunch of stuff that I want to build just to kind of get things more organized. And yeah, so it's been a process. We're hoping to get these things done. Again, make use of the panels that we now have on the roof. But that is not why you are here, so let us jump into this blaster I call the Outlaw. So as you can see, there are some cosmetic prints that I have attached to this blaster. All of these prints I've gotten from Red Cowl on printables.com, and I will put the description, or I will put the link to all of these prints down in the description. But these prints are really awesome. If you have an opportunity to print some out for yourself, I highly recommend it. The designs on these is really, really great. So let me go over what is available, because all that is available is not visible and I have not printed it out. So obviously you can see here there is the top rail. I believe there are two different options with this rail that you can download and print. They do have a front muzzle. I believe they have three or four, maybe five different designs that you can print out for the front muzzle. The bottom rail here, I believe, again, there are, I think, 4 different options that you can print here. They have the cylinder, which have 4 or 5 different options that you can print for the cylinder. They have the back plate, which I believe there is just the one option. They do have safety deletes, which you can print out. I just don't have I have mine printed, just don't have it installed. And I believe there is also a spring spacer that you can plug in here to the handle that I have not yet printed. When I crack this open, maybe that's when I will print it out. So again, overall, these things are great. And I can't really say enough about the designers for getting these prints available to us to be able to use for ourselves. And so with that, there are 2 pieces, the top rail and this back plate here, that I do have some issues with. And full disclosure, some of my issues could be with the prints that I have made. But I'll give you guys a closer look and we can jump into that. So the couple of issues that I had with the top rail and this back piece here is that on the ends, there is just a little bit of flex. Now this could be from warping on my own print. This I'm not sure, but on both sides, there is this little bit of flex that is was kind of a bummer to see. It's not a big deal, but that is what I noticed. The reason for that is on the stock rail, there is this tab right here that snaps it into the shell of the blaster. Now, reading in the instructions, this tab was specifically left off so that, and with this bevel, they didn't want to try and figure out, to make this work exactly, and it probably would have been a pain to design and get correct. I do think, however, it would have been nice to just have made this tab without the bevel, just so that it had a way to at least just slot into the blaster itself. And while it may not have snapped in, I think it might have at least helped to not have this part flex a little bit. Even if it's with the print itself, it would have been, I think, a little bit more secure. That is the only thing I have about the top rail. The back panel is a little bit more tricky in that, again, there are no tabs. So if you look here on the stock piece, there are 4 tabs that snap this part into place. It is not held in with glue. It's not held in with screws. It's just those 4 little tabs. So again, on this piece, on the printed, those 4 tabs were not included into this panel. And in order to secure it to the blaster, the only option left was to glue it in place. I'm not a fan of gluing parts that could break or that I would want to change out into, all my blasters. So this is the part that I'm just trying to figure out how to attach this to the blaster. I don't know if there is a way to put in basically a small screw here above the A to secure it, or if I use Velcro tape, double-sided tape, something in there that will allow me to add this on, but still be able to take it off and change it if needed. The only other part of this piece that I had noticed was that the curves on the top and the bottom don't match up very well with the blaster, and with here, as you can see, the curves on the back here don't match up with this panel. Again, I don't know if this is due to how it was printed. It did recommend to print these vertically on your print bed. This one is printed horizontally. I do have one that is printed vertically, and again, same issues with the corners here. The other thing I noticed, if you can see here, this corner is very thin. I don't know if this was done on purpose, but when I checked the slicer, this whole area right here is only one wall. So it was very thin, and in a couple tries, there were a lot of holes. This one isn't as bad. But if I wanted to reprint these, I would need to go into CAD and beef up this corner so it wasn't so thin and see-through. And, the print, again, some of these prints were just ruined because it's just the one wall. But other than those things, love the design. I love the ability to be able to customize the full color of this blaster. This back piece is just really the only thing I'm trying to figure out how to attach without gluing. So if you are looking to customize your Outlaw, definitely go check out these prints, download them, get them printed out, and you can have your blaster looking exactly like you want it. The only thing would be, again, with the back plate, if you want to glue them or find another method to secure them, that will be the issue that you will have to deal with. Other than that, love these prints, and that is all I have for you guys today. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.